I got the tractor beam out of commission, or this is going to be a real short trip. Okay, hit
it! Hey.
All right.
We are live.
Good
Thanks, guys,
evening.
for coming on. I know it was kind of a random, thing. We found out we got the notice from RS that they were sending out the HDPE helmets. And, figured we might as well just try to do an unboxing. I think it's worth it. So,
Dude, I have been
Steve,
waiting all friggin' day to open up
He's
this
itching.
damn thing, man.
Steve actually waited. That's incredible. Like, seriously, that's amazing.
I always figured it's like in Christmas time when you try to peel open the wrapping paper. Steve always opens it and puts a piece of tape back over it.
I fully expected to see the helmet behind Steve when we did this, and then when he said he hadn't opened it, I was like, wow, that's incredible. I don't know what to say. No, and I'm excited, man. I've seen a lot of pics of different people putting theirs up, and so I'm really pumped to see this. So I can't imagine this is going to be a very long stream, but we're just going to, because we're doing group therapy tomorrow. We have Rob, which is really cool. We have Rob from RS on Saturday morning, not live, but we're doing a recording with him for Creator Spotlight. So that'll be cool. We'll put that up at some point. So there's kind of a lot going on. So I didn't want to, take too much of you guys' time. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to break into it? Steve, where's your box?
Just over here to my
Show us
left.
your box, Steve.
We need a little background music for these segments when we do the box opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to entertain yourself, Jason, while we do this. All right, so we
It's
got
probably going to be pretty quick because it's really just pulling the helmet out and then, setting up the stand. That's
yeah. We got James and Darth, and Caesar, and Aero Maestro.
Yeah, what's
Looks
up,
like
guys?
We got about 17 people who are live right now. That's pretty good.
The Maestro.
Oh, gosh, the peanuts.
Oh, God, yeah, freaking peanuts. Box inside of a box.
Nothing better than a box inside of a box.
Something on the side here.
This is cool. They sent us a couple T-shirts, which is really cool.
Yeah.
What did you get, Steve?
Accurate, free from error or defect, consistent with standard, rule, model precise, exact, careful, or meticulous, RS Prop Masters.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Nice.
Did you order that?
Oh,
or did
you
they
got
send it to
you got the
King of Troopers.
King of Troopers shirt.
Oh,
Nice. No, that was I didn't order that. That was I think a gift. So thanks,
That's nice
guys.
of them. That's
Very
nice of
cool
them.
of you. Appreciate it. I can almost wear one shirt every day of the week. That's great.
Oh yeah, dude.
I like that. I like the King of Trooper logo.
Yeah, this
King
is
of
the
Troopers
one
logo.
I really
Yeah.
wanted. And it's a
That'd
small.
actually be a cool tattoo.
It's a small. It'll fit me, which is great.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm getting a 2X, and you're getting a small.
I think I got.
I'm the same way, Matt. For some reason, everybody thinks I'm so big. I'm like a small medium.
Yeah, I got a small. This one too. It's an accurate one. I like that. It's really cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah, that is. I like that as well.
Really nice one. And then this one. This is the one you, Steve. You already got this one too, right? The
I got the King of Troopers already. So, what do you got? The Bolinas? Radio Free Bolinas there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you get that one? You got that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you.
Freaking
RS.
cool, huh?
Freaking sick, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And it has RS on the back.
This is great. Like nobody's gonna get this except for any geeks who watch
Yeah,
the
for
show.
sure, for
It's
sure.
hysterical.
It's really cool. Oh, he says James saying, guys, we need some Rogue One 6.
We do, huh?
Merch. We do, but we gotta see about if we're gonna do anything about the name or not. Because honestly, guys, I mean, let's be honest, we're not necessarily just 6 scale anymore, so we're not quite sure what to do about.
Told you, man. Rogue 1-1.
Rogue 1-1. We're not even
Rogue
just 1-1.
yeah.
We're we cover the whole thing, you know. So I don't know.
Rogue One
if you
game.
guys have any ideas, we got to figure something out, and better to do it sooner than later, not confuse everybody.
Hey, that'd be a great way to do the giveaway. Hold a contest for the new name.
That'd be cool.
What do you think? That'd be a good way to.
It's got to be good though, man. What sucks is I want to keep Rogan in the name. I like Rogue.
Yeah.
Woof.
Steve's ahead of me.
Well, the truth is, I've already opened it.
Oh, did you?
No,
I told you threw some tape back over it. No. No.
Dude, I'm excited for this one. Yeah, nice little.
Sweet.
I could just see my wife saying, "You bought a damaged helmet? Why?"
Peanuts everywhere. Oh man. That's so good. What do you think, Steve?
Man, that is nuts.
Oh, the smell of that thing.
That's good stuff. I can even see like the little lifts and inconsistencies. That looks great.
Look at the bumps. Let me see if I can do this. This should help. If I can bring the light down really low, you can see a lot of the bumps in the see all the bumps like right over here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like way better in person too. Even all the chips. Gosh, it's so good. You can see all these little bumps back here, all the inconsistent, like all the stuff. It's so sick. And then the inside obviously has that thing.
Nice.
Go,
Comfortable, Steve? Is it? No. Fogging up already?
Oh my god.
Now, did those ones have the straps to hold them in? Like the chin straps, like the other stunned ones do?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I like the way that looks kind of dangling down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's so sick. And Jason, you're getting yours a little more weathered, right? A little more chipped.
Yeah, mine's going to be a little bit further weathered. Which is going to be Yeah, I really liked the idea of when I went in on the prop store auction, one of the main things that attracted me to it wasn't just the fact that it was a screen-used piece, potentially making its way into my collection, but I really loved the aesthetic of it, the way it was sort of beat down. Now, there's no way they can go anywhere near that heavy because it wouldn't look right.
Yeah, the top is like completely gone almost.
It's like gone. Yeah. So I mean that sort of would defeat the purpose. But I did say to them, because of that aesthetic where it was so appealing.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
It's all good. But because I really enjoyed that aesthetic, the overall look of it, Andrea just said, if you don't mind waiting a little bit extra, we'll go ahead and kind of chip away at it. I think the main thing was making sure that it looked organic and not blatant, that it wasn't like blatantly done, that it looked natural.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be too heavy, but just a few extra bits and pieces here and there.
It's so cool because the inside, you can kind of see the red primer they used.
Mm.
Steve,
yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
See, now this is a helmet that I feel like a bottle of wine will just get better with age.
Yeah, and you can see how they just like the stunts, how they barely put anything in there. I mean, they just slapped these things together and was like, "Hey, get out on set."
James was asking the price. I think James, after conversion, they come out to roughly about what, 550 and then
Yeah,
580, give or
something like
take.
that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
actually, I'm sorry. No, it's like 700 once you factor in shipping and
Is it 500 pounds?
it's 500 pounds. So
Yeah. Okay.
so depending on the
Depending
day,
on the
give or
conversion.
take,
On
the conversion on that particular day, you're looking at around 700, give or take, with shipping, and that can fluctuate, give or take $10.
Yeah, for sure. Gosh, that's so nice. What do you think, Steve? After looking at it,
Just a hello to
you're muted. You're
Jay,
muted.
Mando Collectibles.
What's that?
You said you're muted. What's
Yeah. No, it's so different than anything else, man. Wow.
Yeah.
This is definitely an acquired taste for sure.
Yeah, it's got like bumps all over it.
Yeah.
It's got like
Because
It's got like little air pockets, right?
yeah, chips and stuff and.
See, now I think that's going to be one of my favorites. For some reason, I feel like it's going to be a nice standout piece. I'm actually going to display this. When this one comes in, I'm going to display it individually on its own display pedestal.
It's already really cool as it is. I'm going to check. You rubbing your helmet, Steve?
Excuse me while I polish my helmet.
So
Last time we did that, it got you. It got you. Detention. It got you kicked off.
Certificate of authenticity there, which is cool. What do you do with those certificates, Steve? The certificate of authenticity. What do you do with that? Where do you put those?
I started to put them in like a little file folder. Just kind of.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do it for not only to keep them together, but I also do it for Steve may relate to this for insurance purposes. I make sure that everything that comes in is all together and accessible.
Yeah, well, my insurance company, they basically said that they would take video or photographs or whatever. But yeah, you do need, you get a little bit worried. Will that be enough?
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, especially with commission pieces, custom pieces, things like that, it's hard to really put a value to it. So anytime I have any type of paperwork, certificates, things like that, I just try to keep it, And plus, I'm always updating the inventory list with my insurance company. I do it at least once every 60 days.
Wow. I don't have to get my insurance company an inventory.
Oh, you don't do a schedule? Like, you don't do a list?
No, it's scheduled. Yeah, you don't have to schedule it.
Oh,
I do keep an inventory that I update whenever I'm feeling like doing it.
Well, it's also good to track like what goes in and out of the collection as well.
Yeah, right.
Steve, what number did you get?
Is it number?
Yeah, there's a number.
Oh,
I know you
he's like,
I know you like that. No, here on the certificate. Open your certificate. I got 12. I got number 12.
Where is the certificate?
It's in the stand box.
Oh, if I didn't beat you, I'm gonna be upset.
Oh my god.
I love it.
So today I saw Eddie Ford posted a picture of his, and then Dan Shudlick was busting his chops about the brow being too low.
Yeah, I noticed that. He said that the brow should be up a little higher. And he seemed like he was kind of razzing him at first, but he was actually putting it out there genuinely, like, hey, I think it should be.
I don't know. I like it. What is it? Number 7, you son of a biatch. Still not number 1, which is good. As long as you don't get number 1. I'm happy as long as Steve doesn't get number 1.
Holy cow! I got a whole bunch of stickers here that say Battle Worn number 7.
Yeah, I think that's the serial number.
Yeah, just there's like all these little sticker thingies.
Yeah, I think they go through as they go through the process. I think that's what they
like a quality control check.
Something
almost.
something like that. I don't know why. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's cool.
They put them in there with you, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a cool. That plaque looks good.
It really does. It looks really
Yeah,
nice.
it's got like that stainless steel finish.
It's really nice. I wonder how high I
Yeah, I
need
like
this.
that. That definitely dresses it up a little bit for sure. I like it with the gloss black too.
Trying to figure out how high I need to make this stand.
Oh yeah, I think I remember using like. I'm trying
I
to
usually
remember
use
what.
the long one and then the not the shortest one, but the next one out from that together.
Hey Steve, I wanted to ask why you guys are doing that. When you got your Luke X-wing bust, right? The cylindricals and a sleeve. Did those come with, or is that something you added yourself?
No, it came with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're clearly machined aluminum.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was poking around on the site today, specifically the X-wing bus, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it pictured, so I didn't know if it was something that was automatically included or.
It comes with. Yeah, it came with the bust.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Very cool. So yeah, we should probably give a rundown on this for people. Let's see. So let's take a look at this. I'm trying to see.
Helmet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see like the non symmetric look to it, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So for example, on this, let's see if I can get it. But right, yeah, you can see a little shadow here. So
Yep.
this is dented in right here. Okay.
You can actually, Steve, if you put your arm back the way you had it, you can see how the circular part on the back end. Yeah, you can see how it's intentionally uneven.
Yep. So let's
Yep.
do this.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Inside you can see the screws.
Yep.
Where I don't know if those are microphones or what those are on the front, but the screws are pretty proud. They're about a half-inch proud. If you look closely, you probably can see some of the red primer, although I don't know. My light isn't the best here.
And just real quick, for those who can't really hear Matt very well, it's just because he's kind of turning around with his helmet right now and he's not in front of his mic. So it's not an audio issue. Well, there's a couple in the comments, but it's just not
really?
an audio issue. Yeah, but it's just because he's away from the mic. But go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah.
It's just because you're away from it.
Oh, sorry.
Interesting. If you look at the stripes, okay.
Yeah.
That stripe. I don't think it's the light. It's clear that some of the stripes are a different shade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that one there and that one there. They both look like more gray than they are black. I don't know if that's.
Now, does it look like there was another run over it? Like maybe they like a little opaque.
Yeah, maybe what that is. Maybe that is like different. Different,
oh, I like that.
Pressure on the stripes, right?
Oh, fantastic.
And I think this is supposed to be like a different number.
It's painted. It's like paint. You can clearly tell they're painted. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's like,
yeah, but some of their other ones are perfected. So like everything is, the continuity and consistency is there. But this was obviously intentionally done in such a way where. So those are nice little Easter eggs right there.
Right.
Little bits of detail that you wouldn't really notice.
There you go. All together with the stand.
Got it all together.
Sexy beast. I dig it. I like it.
It's beautiful. I love their stands. Their stands are awesome.
Yeah, and you can just see where they've scraped away the paint. That's these. I don't even want to touch that because my guess is it'll keep flaking off given how poorly the paint usually adheres to this HDPE.
And just so people understand, like the HDPE stuff is what they originally made Stormtrooper helmets with.
Yeah.
And so, it's like really bad to paint. Like it's really hard to paint this like this type of plastic, I guess, and it just chips off and weathers off really easily.
Matt, do you have a bump on the left temple?
Yeah.
So there's like a little.
I think that's just partly of Simon's helmet. You know what I mean? The casting from Simon's helmet. I'm guessing. So I would almost think that all their stunt helmets would have the same. You know?
God, this really looks like a stunt helmet, doesn't it?
It is.
No, I know it is. I know it is, but it just looks like one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Huh.
While you guys are doing that, just some comments coming up. So Mando Collectibles, and I think he just recently joined the group. His name is Jay. So welcome, Jay. He's over in the UK. He was asking about the Boba Fett helmet and the turnaround time. So that I can't answer specifically. I know it's going to be a little bit more.
We can answer that.
Okay, good.
I mean, it's not. There's nothing specific. There's nothing like time specific like that. That they're. But we've heard that they're moving along pretty well.
Yeah, I think we could say it's getting close.
It's getting very close. It's getting very close, and
at least for they do them in batches now. It's like they're not waiting until they're done. So, like if you ordered now, you may be waiting.
Yeah, you might be, but you got to think it's not a cheap helmet. It's not a cheap helmet, so it's like I don't know how many people. It's not like everybody's jumping on this thing. It's like a very it's a choice. It's a very specific choice you have to make.
Yeah, $1,500. It's not like they're banging out 300 of them.
No, exactly. So you can't be that far behind, but at the same time, get in as soon as you can, and I think we'll hear soon. I'm crossing my fingers. We'll hear very soon about the metal ears, and we can kind of make that decision. And then once that decision's made, I think it's just a matter of getting all that put together and sending them out at that point, if they have some done,
Yeah.
But we don't know any specific times. But
yeah, I wish I knew how much they were going to cost.
I know, me too. I swear to God.
We've debated that for a while.
Dude, once this video goes out, I'm going to look like an idiot saying this because it's probably not going to happen. But I swear to God, I think we'll find out tomorrow. Because they put out a video every Friday. And we had heard that they were getting the metal ears in soon. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they got them in this week and they were able to kind of like look at the price and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see. I don't know. We should hear, if not tomorrow, we should hear very soon.
I don't think they're going to be as high as everybody.
Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be as high as a lot of people are expecting them to be. I mean, they're not going to be, a complete, hey, throw them on for $20, but I don't think they're going to be hundreds more.
Yeah. Right.
I think they'll keep it fair.
I'm missing. I have 2 plaques on order still with them.
For what?
Both my Scout Trooper and my Death Star Gunner. I guess the plaques weren't in. They were ordering them, so they're still on back order. So I only have the Red 5 and this Stormtrooper.
So John was asking, what made you guys go for the Battle Worn versus box fresh, and did you specify weathering? For me, I'll just answer quickly. I went for the Battle Worn generally based on the aesthetic and the overall look of it. I like the idea that the movie is now 40 plus years old. Mm-hmm. If that was to be a true helmet, you would see that wear and tear. I did personally specify how much weathering. I don't have mine in hand yet because of that. I do have to wait a little bit longer, but as far as you guys, I think you kind of had the same idea, but what do you guys say? Weathered versus box fresh?
Yeah, I personally would. I don't think I'll ever buy box fresh for Star Wars. I just don't. I don't think Star Wars, to me, I don't think Star Wars looks very good. Stormtroopers, I could understand someone getting a box fresh Stormtrooper though, because there's the whole they're on the Death Star or whatever, they're on the with the Empire, they're just, everyone's running around in a freaking clean ship.
There's no way there are dirty Stormtroopers walking around the Death Star.
Right.
They wouldn't have it, right? In the field, yes, absolutely.
And that's okay. I'm not I wouldn't personally want that look myself. Yeah. I like this look. I like I like the one where they've been out and about for a little bit. Things are chipped, they're falling off. Things are, it's they've had some damage happen. The Snowtrooper is from RS is fantastically worn and it's just the right amount. It's not overly done. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to. At some point, I want to get a Sand Trooper bust from them because I love when things look really gritty and messed up. So, yeah, I tend to go towards that. Star Wars is to me. Star Wars is like that. Like we've talked about, it's a lived in
world universe.
Like
yeah.
very like grimy in places and like weathered everywhere. Like that's to me what I really love about Star Wars. And so I wouldn't go for the box fresh personally, but
I wanted both.
Oh, did you?
So yeah, so I got the hero helmet.
That's right. And you got
shiny.
And that one's clean. That one's clean.
Yep, completely.
That
clean.
one's like one of the front runners.
Can you even get that one worn?
I'm sure if you asked for it, they would.
But it's not like is it an option?
I don't know.
Not up front. I think
I
you
don't
would
remember
have to
being
specify.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I know you can ask for
but
it.
It would defeat the purpose because the hero helmet is meant to be, like the front runners of the group, the shiniest, cleanest helmets, and then the cheapos and beat up ones got sent to the guys in the back.
Yeah. So I wanted to have a nice shiny hero and a nice banged up stunt.
Right.
So
John saying, do you leave the yellow foam liner in when you place the helmet on the stand? I do.
I am. I'm leaving it on.
Yeah. And
that way the stand top isn't scratching the inside of the helmet.
Exactly. I mean, look, if they didn't have that in there, which just so you know, everything they put inside this thing is accurate to how they made these things for the movies. So like the way the shape of the foam liner is, the way that the a lot of the times the visors are just like hot glued or like kind of glued on each side in there, and they're like kind of flimsy. That's how they made it for the movies. So that's how they do it with all
I'm curious to know. Actually, Matt, I'm curious to know if they did have a foam liner.
I don't know. I remember seeing something with because they had something in them, and
that was something for comfort purposes and stability.
There was a little bit, because they didn't want
because you get that and then this, or else it would have looked like bubble.
Exactly, it'd just be rattling around. So I'm pretty positive there was the same thing in there, but yeah, no, I keep it on there just because I it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to put it on top of the foam on top of it.
Well, I wouldn't want to at least myself. I wouldn't want to start like pulling things apart, and even if it's not heavily glued, because then it just I feel like you're not damaging the piece, but potentially
Gosh, that looks so good. Let me see if I can get some detail shots here, some close up of this thing. Let me see if this can work. You like the plaque, Steve?
Yeah, the plaque is really sharp. I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, for me, I've never seen a Stormtrooper this accurate before. Right? I mean, everything we have is everything
idealized.
Idealized. I mean, I had several different Black Series, which I'm in the process of getting rid of, but I also have a Novo Sand Trooper. I need to compare that Sand Trooper to this and see how it compares.
That's right. Your Sand Trooper is a Novos, because they, those are clean. I mean, they're great helmets. Don't get me wrong; it's beautiful, but it is cleaned up compared to that piece.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Who knows where they got theirs from, right? But wow.
Yeah. Probably digital scan, but I think for people who purchase, they purposely clean them up.
Yeah, man, this just looks so. There's such a look to it. It's hard to describe what it is, but it's so awesome. It really is.
And some guys in the chat may know, but for those who have been asking questions, maybe unfamiliar, this has you guys can answer that this piece has direct lineage, comes cast from an actual.
Isn't this right off of Rob's?
I believe so, yeah. Simon's, yeah. Yeah, so for those wondering, this is this piece. This is the lineage piece. It's direct from a actual. Oh wow, yeah! Look at that detail. That's phenomenal. Even the little scrapes, like it's not necessarily the paint chips matte, but like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean, you can see the bumps. See these bumps?
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Little yeah, the little air holes and oversprays, and oh my god, even under the eyes. Look at that. It may be DJ. It may be the one. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, man.
Little indentations.
Yeah, see the bumps right here.
Oh, that's fantastic. Phenomenal. Look at that. Know what it reminds me of? You guys ever see like an old house when somebody like they paint over a windowsill multiple times without stripping the previous layer of paint?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
ever
the
see
paint
that?
is not at all smooth. It doesn't look thin.
It's got almost like that type of look to it.
Sorry, I gotta move this a little bit. But yeah, here's some of the different paint details on the back. Crazy, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Wow, that thing is beautiful.
It's pretty amazing, man. You're gonna love it.
Look at that. He's sneaking out of the room when we're not looking. Nice. Nice, Jason. Oh, no, nobody heard. Jason just snuck out of the room right when you were talking. He wasn't listening to you. I think he was just saying, yeah, nice, 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 nice.
I can hear you guys. I gotta get a charger. Hold on 1 second.
It's not a problem. Yeah, these bases are cool too. I really like them. Kind of want all my helmets to have these bases now.
Mando Collectible says, I've heard you're not getting a stand or a plaque with the Boba Fett helmet. I've heard that too, by the way.
Not even a plaque? Really?
I don't know about a plaque. A stand. I've heard you're not getting a stand, possibly,
Well,
which is...
I'm going to have to order a stand.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I will order a stand with it if I...
I'll have to contact Andrea and ask.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that one?
We
The
can
stand
ask Simon on Saturday.
Oh, for the Boba Fett.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they wouldn't be doing a stand with that one. I don't know what the difference is between that and their other helmets. I don't get it. So,
I think they would. I think they would include a plaque or stand with that. No,
I don't know.
It's a pretty significant piece. I mean, I know you can't say for sure.
Yeah, a plaque I would think, but a stand, I don't know. I don't know.
But then, what would the plaque go on, right? Because the plaques are made to fit in the slot on these stands.
I don't know what to tell you.
But if it doesn't, I think the stand's what, $30-$35?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the plaque will be in the challenge.
Are the lens dark green or black tint? That's a good question.
Oh, I think Chris has been wondering that for a long time.
They're green.
They're green.
Yeah, if you look at like a light, let's see if I can. Yep, see right there? You kind of see some green?
You can see green there. Yeah, they're green.
Oh, so cool.
so
what I'm doing, Matt, is I have a wall in my basement where the sail barge is right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm moving the sail barge off of there. I'm moving the sail barge.
Is this the 1,000 square foot wall that you have downstairs, or one of the other walls?
Well, it's 14 feet long, the wall.
Okay. Of course.
I'm moving the sail barge out of there, and so it's going to free up an entire 14-foot long shelf.
Nice.
And basically, what I'm planning on doing is taking all the high-end helmets that I have and just lining them up on that shelf.
That's cool.
Because I don't want the boba tucked away in a cabinet.
No, I hear you.
Know?
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the boba yet. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the boba yet.
Depends on what else we get to,
Yeah.
So
I'm planning on putting this one, I think, in a DTOF at somewhere. The problem is I have so much stuff here right now, dude. I have like selling things. I've got all kinds of. This is that Mando print.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember which one it is, or not the Mando print, the Mondo print.
Which Mondo?
The Star Wars one.
The 40th anniversary.
Oh, the 40th.
Remember the two different ones that they were selling around the same time, and you went for the other one, Steve?
Oh, I went for the Ize, and you went for...
and I went for the other one.
Is this Whalen? Was it Whalen?
I
Or
can't remember.
okay.
So I gotta figure that out. I gotta get that framed. But I have the Mando and the Kylo Ren helmet back there, so I gotta figure out like, I don't know. I just gotta figure out what to do with it.
Now, would you be parting with that Kylo Ren helmet?
What's that?
Would you ever part with that Kylo Ren helmet? I know you've been moving things around. Is that
Maybe. I've thought about it.
it's such a nice piece.
It's so nice. The Kylo Ren is one of the best Novos helmets they've ever made. I think it's ridiculous.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's so.
Steve, did you have a question? I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask you what kind of estimate they gave you on a delay for your helmet.
I think we're looking at possibly 2 weeks. Roughly.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, not exactly, but roughly. I would say approximately.
Oh, that's good. That works.
Darth is asking, did you guys go for the HasLab Razor Crest?
I actually did. I did.
You did, yeah.
The price was right. I did it out of curiosity. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't fit in the collection, doesn't look right, it's going to be an easy, sell it to somebody for what I paid for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I went for it too.
I'm curious. I just want to see it, check it out.
Danny Lee's saying, I ordered the hero, but I'm hoping I win the giveaway for the HDPE. We'll put a good word in for you, Danny, that will go unnoticed or unheard. I don't think they care what we say, but
Yeah.
That would be really cool, though. That would be really cool. It's a beautiful, really is a beautiful helmet, and no matter what, if you got the hero, you're gonna be super happy, right? This is very different, but they're both fantastic pieces. So you're gonna love it.
I can't wait to have the two of them side by side.
I can't wait either. That's gonna be a good picture you have to take.
It'll look good. Really good.
What are you gonna? You're not putting anything else with these, Steve?
No. I think I'm just gonna do a row helmet.
Okay.
I mean, it would be
and
nice.
Then like posters above them or something, or
yeah. I have those two Dave Dorman prints on that wall. It's Vader ones.
Yeah.
So that'll go good.
Did you see my row of helmets and want to copy me? Is that what you saw?
Yeah, but I had to do better. So
you know what? My row of helmets is gonna look amazing if I'm able to snag the Y wing and put it in.
Yeah. Right.
We'll
Put the Y wing in the middle.
We'll see how that
goes.
Yeah. But that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They look great.
But yeah, otherwise I gotta figure out where this guy's gonna go.
With doing that, like my collection's undergoing like a big shift now. I've got a couple of the cases that I'm totally changing around. It seems like a never done reorganizing the cabinet.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun. Yeah. I mean, if for you get like you walk like a mile just going around your collection room putting things in. I'm like, I'm sitting here like
chair. You could just
I could sit in my chair and lean over and put.
In these congested cities, Matt, we don't have that type of space.
It
is city boys.
Yeah.
When you're out in the sticks, you get plenty of square footage.
That's true. That is nice.
So whatever questions we got, guys.
Any other question, guys? We're just hanging out, so we didn't want to make a big, massive to do of this necessarily because we have so many things going on coming up. Steve, do you have any ideas who's coming on tomorrow night for group therapy? Yet? Do we know yet?
I don't know special guests that I know of. Probably just the usual crew.
Okay.
We're recording with Rob on Saturday morning.
Yep.
Which will be cool. We'll do a little creator spotlight with him and release it sometime that week. And then on Thursday night, we are doing another creator spotlight with the statue maker who made the Mando and
Are we not allowed to say the company name at all?
I'm going to hold off until I can confirm with him whether I want to say his name.
Okay.
So, the what's his name? The bounty hunter, Cad Bane, and hopefully by then I'll have my Leia Bouche. Although I did get a notice from UPS that said they're delaying it until Monday. Those bastards.
Of course.
NYC?
UPS is terrible. What? That may or may not be the
UPS.
UPS. Okay.
UPS.
Yeah, it's coming. UPS from UPS.
Did we all go for the Rancor? Yes,
that's
we
cool.
Yeah. What about the Rancor?
did. Someone asked if we all go for the Rancor, and I just said yes, we did because it's sold out.
Yeah, we did.
Congrats again to Regal
sold
Robot.
out. It sold out in a little over a day. 24,
under 48 hours.
That's crazy, man. Good for them. So cool.
I didn't expect it to go that fast. That's crazy. Did you guys read there was a comment in the in Facebook? One viewer really went off on the price.
Yeah.
Really?
On that. Yeah. And I understand. I understand the objection, but ultimately it's the market that determines if it's worth it, right?
Right.
And
I agree. Yep.
83 of those sold out in 2 days. So there's a lot of people that think the price is right. And I look, I don't hold it against you if that's too much, because man, I understand that being too much, right?
Especially in today's climate, yeah.
But
people have to appreciate, like, I think sometimes people think like, oh, everyone's just dropping $3,000 or whatever on this piece, and you got to understand that there's a lot of people out there that think this is worth selling pieces for, right? This is worth upgrading whatever piece they have or whatever to this. Like, that you have to appreciate that these people could not even be spending $1 of their hard-earned money. It's just, I guess it's their hard-earned money that they've paid for over, right, that they've bought other collectibles with, sure. But it's, selling a lot of that stuff to get this. So, you never know. I mean, I know I did some of that. So,
Yep. And if not, the Sideshow Rancor is a beautiful piece.
It's great.
It really is.
It is a great
car. It's really going to be nice.
There's a lot of people saying that the cost of the Sideshow is too much, right? It all
I remember when that first came out. You're right.
All depends on where you're at.
But and I wouldn't blame anyone for saying that they like the Sideshow better. It's really a different piece.
Yeah. It's got completely different intent. The intent is different.
It has I would think it also has very different presence in your collection. It's just different.
It's bigger. It's bigger.
Just different. Yeah.
It's got that nice, gorgeous stand on it, right?
Yeah. It's freaking massive. It's like 30-something inches tall by 30 inches wide. I mean, it's freaking huge.
I think it's the display aesthetic. Both of us said it. It's got a different intent, and you're right. It's got its own presence, Matt, for sure. So I think depending on what you're looking to display and how you're looking to display it's you have that range of option right there.
Yeah, and you got to think. I think. I don't know. For me, the big thing was the Rancor was actually the Regal Robot was actually more easily displayed for me because it's a little bit smaller, and I know it's more expensive and smaller, but there's a lot of other reasons. Obviously,
will it fit on one of your shelves there?
It'd fit on one of those shelves. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put
inside or on top.
No, not in the Maji cases. No.
Okay.
It'll fit in the Maji cases when I put them here for sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, without any problems. But it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I got to figure that out. It'd also be cool to put it with things that go with it, right? Like you do, Steve. A lot of times where you actually have.
Mine's going right into Java.
Yeah, Java stuff like.
And the print behind it. And I'll have I'm planning on putting Leia Bouche in the middle of all that too.
Oh, that's cool.
So it'll look cool.
John says, any guesses when RS will drop their AT-AT? We need to pressure Rob for answers. We can ask maybe. I know that it's no question whether they're making it, right? They're making it 100%.
Yeah, didn't Simon say it was all the Greeblies that were the challenge, right?
Yeah. They're making it, and they've shown it. They've actually shown some of it, and they've actually been talking about it for a while now. So it's not like it's any question whether they're making it. I think it's just a matter of getting the right pieces together. Look, the exciting thing is if they make, let's say they make we're crossing our fingers, they make a Veers. And if that happens, putting a Veers next to an AT-AT helmet would be. That'd be amazing.
And the great part too is when the AT-ATs come, or when they're on their way, we'll get a couple of additional found parts videos, which should be fun and interesting.
Yeah, I like those.
They have those like 80s soda can, those carbonated things that hang down the side, and some interesting bits. I like learning about the helmets and where the pieces came from.
Yeah, it's cool. And John, I would, my guess would be sometime next year. Obviously we don't know a time, but I do think next year we'll get. I think next year we'll probably get a Veers and an AT-AT. I think that's what I think will happen, but who knows when? Because we've heard of both of those possibly happening.
We have another one.
Waiting for the Regal robot to back to.
That would be great. Would love to get it.
That'd be nice to have a nice maquette as well.
Yeah.
It would.
That'd be really cool. James says Sideshow 1, you can put your Hot Toys collection. Yeah, that's true.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes,
Or
you can
scale.
put the Luke with it, right? Because it's pretty much 6 scale.
Yeah.
He's approximate. He's approximate.
Is it exactly 6 scales, or is it?
He's just a little bit off, but he's close to it.
Yeah. Okay. Danny says I'd be in for an RS AT-AT. Tom said they were dropping another droid bus in the coming months. Any idea?
No idea, but I think maybe within the year, maybe not months.
We have some ideas, but we don't know for sure. I wouldn't want to say anything because we don't want to. We don't want Tom to not, have that as something to be,
or even to be wrong. Yeah, get people excited about something and be wrong about it.
Exactly, or even if we're accurate or not, we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of speculation, but that's pretty much all it is just speculation. So there's the thing about the amount of droids that he has to choose from. There's so many cool droids to choose from. So it's no matter what, it's going to be. They do such a good job. I'm actually looking to get the CZ3 soon. I think so. Talk about a turnaround. Holy shit.
All the things you said you weren't going to get, Matt.
I know. I might actually get the Rancor, Sideshow Rancor. I would have preferred to get the real robot for size and accuracy, but the price was just too dangerous. Yeah, no, I hear you, Greg. And if you can get the Sideshow one, great, fantastic. It's really, really nice piece. Has ours produced Vader helmets? I watched the videos where they.
I think at one time they did, didn't they?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you watch our collector spotlight, I think we actually talked to him about this, Simon. With the one with Simon, he mentioned they used to make a Vader. They made a Vader previously, and they still can. I know Raul, I think he just ordered a Vader from RS, from what I understand, an ESB Vader. So I think you can. I think you just need to hit them up and say, hey, I want a Vader, and they will make one for you. I think theirs is, which one is theirs? Jason, do you know?
I would believe it's ESB, if I remember correctly.
Isn't there's one from the promotional?
So I think I could be wrong. You guys may be able to better follow up on this with Rob, but I think they may have gotten theirs originally from one of the Rick Baker molds.
Okay.
One of the lineage casts. So Rick Baker had pulled one of the 6.
Okay. Because I thought theirs was maybe one of the promotional.
The one in the auction was.
The one in the auction was a promotional.
Yeah, but I thought I heard Simon say something about it being a promotional. I could be wrong though.
It could be because those promotional suits, Matt, they were legitimately coming out of ILM, but they made them for the East Coast, the West Coast, for London. So there was a handful of them. There was quite a few, right. And those are considered lineage. Those are considered proper props. So yeah, it could be one of those. But I do know when Rick pulled those 6 extra molds from the Screen Use one in A New Hope, those got idealized and cleaned up, to be ESB helmets and Return of the Jedi helmets as well.
Yep, that makes sense. But yeah, just hit them up. They can probably do that. Danny says, has Real Robot ever done Star Wars vehicles? We've talked about this, Jason, a bunch of times.
Yeah, we have. We wish, but I think right now at this particular time, it's a licensing thing. Yeah, it has to do with licensing. It's not that they can't, but
Doesn't EFX have that license? They do, right? The
EFX does. So
vehicle?
EFX holds a license for the studio scale. Correct.
Fuck.
Gosh, what a bummer, man. Talk about
They
sitting on a
tease a
gold
lot of
mine.
them. Yeah. Well, if anybody's interested, and this isn't any behind the scenes info, this is actually out there in the community on the RPF and
Yeah.
many other sites. But Steve Nyson, literally nice-n, does a lot of the studio scale for EFX. And the ones that you see displayed at the cons to be
They're really
featured and
nice.
promoted are actually done by him. So if anybody is interested or curious, you can just type in Steve Nyson and hit him up and send him an email, and you can buy kits directly. Of course, you're left to building and painting them, but you still get a beautiful piece.
Okay, so he doesn't do the whole shebang.
He can, but it gets pricey.
Yeah,
so.
I would imagine. Well, it's interesting. I just found out that I was surprised. I didn't know this, that Corbanth actually does some vehicle models.
We were just recently talking about that. Yeah, and they have 2 new ones coming out that are Lineage and a little bit larger. But I think those will be up on the site soon. They're pretty interesting.
Is that are they the ones that are doing the escape pod?
I don't believe so. There was 2 people who did the escape pod. I don't remember by name, but I know the kits kind of change hands. So Corbin doesn't produce the kits specifically. Some of them have come directly from like ILM model makers that have been on the team, who have worked through various movies. So what they do is some of these 1/24th scale kits get cast, and then they get sold to somebody in particular who will cast them for a bit, and then they'll move on to somebody else, so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay.
So they kind of make their way through the community.
Okay, but check out Corbanth, because they I think they have actually a sale on some of their models.
Yeah, great prices. Yeah.
Chris was telling me about that. He actually wants to possibly get into it and make, because he can paint, he can weather. I suck at that stuff, so I don't think I'd be very good at it. But that's an option. That's a good option. They do a killer. What's the really big one? The
Carillion.
Yeah,
the Carillion Cruiser. Yeah.
So
And here's a little fun fact: even with MR, so for accuracy, Steve Nyson had did a larger snowspeeder. MR snowspeeder is about 17 inches, but also the mini one. When you look at the AT-AT Signature Edition that MR did, that tiny one was actually a model that they used for filming, and it's one that was actually gifted to a couple of the actors and actresses. And during a con, I think one of the gentlemen from Master Replicas was sort of inquiring, how do we get one of the smaller accurate ones? And Carrie Fisher had said, Irvin Kershner had given me this, if you guys want to go ahead and use this. So that came straight from the little crashed one you see on the Signature AT-AT. That came straight from Carrie's little personal snowspeeder, which is a fun little fact and interesting little piece. Yeah, it is.
That's
what makes collecting Star Wars so fun.
I know, it's so cool. I love it. I love that it's the only thing, like, I feel like there's not really any other fandom that has like the lineage pieces like Star Wars does.
Yeah, that tie-in, that backstory. Yeah,
they may have some, but not really. There's not really anything out there like Star Wars. Maybe Star Trek does a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, Star Trek.
But man, I love that. I love it. I love that we can get things like this that actually, are what they, an exact representation of what they made for the freaking movies. It's awesome. I think it's great.
As we talk, Steve's ordering studio scale kits. No,
I'm trying to find that escape pod creator, and I'm just not finding it. I have a list that should have it in it.
Did I send that to you, Steve? I thought I saw it and sent it.
No, this was the guy who we bought a bunch of his collection from.
Oh, okay, I get you.
There it is.
Oh, if the name was on it.
Masterpiece Models.
Masterpiece Models
is one of the companies.
Okay.
Oh, I was looking for that. That was driving me nuts.
As a finished piece, though, that escape pod is gorgeous. That thing is phenomenal.
Well, you're not saying your mic is low again, Matt.
Yeah, they're still saying that. I don't know. Let me see.
You sound fine to me.
You sound fine to me as well. You sound so fine. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can turn it up. I just don't want to be super loud. Yeah, honestly, you know what happens? I swear to God, I listen back to some of these every now and then. Not the whole thing, but like pieces of it, and I feel like I'm yelling. I feel like I'm freaking yelling at people because I do feel like my mic is loud a lot of times, and I'm like, man, I sound like a dumbass, just yelling constantly.
Well, you might sound like a dumbass, but it's not because you're loud.
But it's not because I'm yelling. Okay, that's good. Well, at least that's the case. Yeah. So first of all, I want to say quick thanks to RS.
Yeah.
These are fantastic and great job. And thank you for the t-shirts. Steve, was one of these supposed to be the one you were getting for me?
Yeah, the King of Troopers.
But you didn't.
We'll put it this way. It was my idea. I was going to pay for it.
Yeah.
But out of the goodness of their heart, Andrea.
It's the thought that counts, man.
Yeah. No, that's great. You know what probably happened? Steve was like, hey, I really wanted to get them this. And Andrew's like, yeah, just pay for it. And Steve was like, never mind. That's okay. And then Andrew's like, we'll send him one. Don't worry about it.
Not at all.
No, I do appreciate that, Steve. And and RS, thank you for sending those out. I'm ecstatic to wear those, to get to wear those around. Those are freaking mint. Especially their Stormtrooper logo is really cool.
Oh, I love it with the king.
I like that. I love it.
Yeah, that T-shirt I got is pretty cool too. I like it.
I told you, man, that'd be a badass tattoo. The King of Troopers.
It's really cool.
Like that.
It's a cool logo. Yeah. I really like it a lot. Yeah, you like that accurate one, Steve?
Yeah, I do.
It's really neat.
It's kind of funny.
It's smart of them. It's really smart of them to do that, actually.
Yeah, actually, I think with the Radio Free Belena's shirt is also another one of those super obscure things, right?
They need to do one that says lineage and do like a description of lineage below it or something. Yeah, because that would be pretty cool too. That makes sense for them. But man, what a fantastic.
We ought to do a T-shirt that is the 4 stages or the 5 stages of the Rogue 1/6 collector, and it starts out with "There's no friggin' way I'm going to get that." Yeah. Then it goes to kind of started to grow on me a little bit, It goes to, "Oh, maybe I'll get it."
That's exactly how. It's my way of collecting. It's like I'm always like, no.
Matt's the first one to be like, nope, never.
Yeah,
and then
no way,
maybe,
not gonna happen.
And then I'm getting it, and then I have to have it now.
It's so fast, such a quick turnaround.
Exactly. I think that would make a good, the 5 stages of grief or whatever, but the 5 stages of collecting.
Seriously,
I think it'd be enough.
And then it goes from I love it, it's amazing to okay, I'm going to sell that thing, right?
Oh God,
exactly.
no.
I don't like it anymore.
Yeah,
I want to get
it's
this
funny.
other thing.
I'm going to show this tomorrow, I think, but I got out. In 2018, I had created this graphic of my top 9 collectibles of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, and I had pictures of each. Out of the top 9, I have 1 left in my collection.
Really?
Wow, really?
Yes, of all the top pieces from that year.
Stop it.
That's crazy.
Is that because you had Hulkbuster and all that stuff in there?
Well, there was a lot.
Yeah, they must be all.
There was Marvel in it. Yeah, there was Lego in it, and it was just.
I can't remember the last time I sold any pieces. I don't know. That would be hard for me. When I have my tops, I go in, I research. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
I'm also 20 years in. That's the difference.
Yeah.
While you guys are doing Marvel, I was just straight Star Wars.
Yeah.
And we do the upgrade game too. So for example, I had the Legacy, the Disney Legacy Darth Vader lightsaber, right?
Yep.
And
that new pickup was beautiful.
And this guy, the collection that we bought out, I got the Roman props Vader lightsaber, right? And it's an improvement. So you move the old one and you go with a new one, right?
And you were actually quite happy with the Disney Parks one too, right?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was holding the 2 side by side, and they're remarkably similar.
Right.
Really, the main difference between them there's just minor differences in the aesthetic, just minor. But the big differences are on the ends. Disney has a speaker on one end, and the Disney has a socket for a saber on one end.
Right.
Whereas the Roman props has the accurate ends.
Yeah.
That's the main difference.
That's a tough one.
Big difference.
I'm starting to think that, like, I don't know what I want to do with hilts at this point, because there's so many out there. There's so many makers now.
Let me know if you want a Vader hilt, and I will sell it cheap.
I know. But that's what I'm saying is, like, the whole Disney parks one. I love going to the Disney park and actually buying one there, and it's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah.
But, like, in terms of collecting them, in the game of, like, a lineage type of piece kind of a thing.
It's hard now, yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard,
man. I don't know.
Well, what do you mean? You can't get lineage? Is what you're saying?
No. I'm just saying that
he's saying he might not want to. He kind of backtracked.
The legacy sabers. I just don't know. But then I think. Then I'm like, well,
you have one, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I have one. Yeah, but I'm just saying, moving forward, like, do I want to go that direction, or do I want to do something like Roman props or Corbanth, or there's so many different.
Which one do you have?
I think I have, like, one of the solo ones.
Solo?
You have the Ben Solo.
I think I had the Ben Solo one, yeah. Because a lot of stuff was out of stock.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out Han Solo lightsaber. What?
Yeah. It's nice. It's heavy. I actually play with it every now and then, but
sure.
I'm
telling you, the legacy sabers are really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
For the money, you get a lot of detail.
You absolutely do.
For the money.
You absolutely.
It's just if you really want screen accuracy, the legacies are made for sound and a light up blade. So
that's what I don't know. That's what I'm asking about. That's what I don't know if I want to go that direction or not. I don't know.
I agree, Matt, because if you have and nobody's saying that the collection has to be all, grade A pieces. They can be a nice mix and balance of different things, but hilts are a very important part of Star Wars. They're such a significant part.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is have, a lineage helmet or a lineage maquette, whatever it may be, and then have this $100 saber.
Right.
Maybe for secondary or even third tier characters, but if you have like a Vader or a Luke, you want that to be the real McCoy.
Yeah, but sabers in general are not expensive things.
No, they're not. You're right. You can get a really good one.
The Roman props, $250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
On sale?
When you compare that,
$250?
No, like regular price.
Okay.
Regular price, yeah.
Yeah, like and I know to some people, well, that's expensive. Yeah, no kidding. But compare it to other props. Okay, you compare it to other props, they're cheap.
I just saw
Mario. No. Look, and that's all I'm asking. It's the same thing, I think, as thinking about the Sideshow Rancor versus the Regal Robot Rancor. Same thing to me. Look, of course one's more expensive, but I'm just saying one is more lineage type of thing. One is a fantastic looking statue of a Rancor, a representation of the Rancor. The Galaxy, the whatever legacy sabers from Disney, they're made to be able to put like blades into, and they're selling them at the parks so that people can, walk around with these things and put them on their little thing, which is fantastic. You can also bring them home and putting them in your display, and they look good. So that's not what I'm saying. It's almost like some people that get Black Series helmets and they repaint them to look amazing, right? It's almost something like that. Like there's, they're really nice. They're still very nice representations of the thing, but they don't have that. I don't know what to think anymore, because I've been going back and forth with hilts for a while. I've kind of just was like, maybe I'm just not going to get any more.
What I decided to do, Matt, was to get all the legacy I wanted.
Yeah.
And then over time, replace them.
Chip away.
Upgrade them.
As opportunities arose.
I think that's the best way to go, because you fill that placeholder.
Yeah.
And then this way you're not chasing down each piece.
Yeah.
And then if it does come up, the price is right, you jump on it, and then you part with the other one. I think that's a good way to go about it.
Yeah. So like the Return of the Jedi Luke is one I want to find a good replacement for. I have that right now. It's from Disney. It's great, but I would like to replace it.
Aaron's
Yeah,
comment.
I know. Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. No,
Yeah, the
like,
sabers.
I'm not trying to be like weird like hiltist. I'm not trying to be a hiltist here.
You saber snob.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, I don't want to come off like that. I am kind of confused, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
There's just so much out there, and there's so many different. I just don't.
But that's exactly why, Matt. The Legacy is a low cost, low risk way to get a really good help.
True.
That you'll be happy with until you know more.
Right.
Until you know better. Right.
Steve, did you not to interrupt? Did you ever pass that PDF along to Matt for him to check out?
The
saber one, the hilt one.
I thought you sent it to both of us. I thought you had sent it to both of us.
I thought I sent it to you and Chris because that's chock full of info. Matt, you'll love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I it's just really just I don't know what to do, and because I'll bounce back and forth between Ultra Sabers, Ultra Sabers, Ultra Sabers, Corbanth, Robin props. Like I'll bounce back and forth.
KR,
and then on top of that, they don't tell you. It's not like, hey, this is Vader's hilt.
No, they have all these names.
This is Luke's hilt. So you have to kind of know what you're doing.
To navigate,
to navigate what to get, and
they have these weird names for them.
They do.
They give them all these weird, bizarre names, and you're sitting there like,
because it's unlicensed, right? I mean,
yes, right.
Yeah,
so you're trying to figure out, okay, which one is that?
Right. Right.
And how accurate is it, and all that. Right. And then the other problem with the hilt game is you're also dealing with the companies that make them so you can put the
NeoPixels.
The electronics inside that will light up a blade.
Right.
And so you're trying, and on top of that, there's a whole bunch of saber makers that make these custom ones, right?
Right.
So you're trying to find the lineage saber in the middle of a whole bunch of ugly ass customs and over-engineered light up sabers.
Yeah.
You're just looking for that thing. Yeah. And I had the same frustration as you, Matt. And that's why when I saw the Disney ones, I was like, oh, those look really good. And they're cheap. And Mario's willing to get them for me. So
exactly. No, it's fantastic.
Thank you, Mario.
And that's why, like, I tend to think that I probably will do some more of those. I don't know. I just, but part of me was just like, I'm just going to be done with it. Like, I honestly don't know if I want to go down the hilt route if I'm not going to know. Because for me, I'm kind of one of those types of people that it's like, I'd rather not spend my money on things if I don't know it's exactly what I want, or if it's the exact piece that I think I'm going to want in the future kind of a thing. Yeah. So I tend to shy away from that. But the good thing is those legacy sabers can be sold.
They could be. I'm a little bit worried now that there's the online option that
oversaturation. Yeah,
that's true.
Now we got an issue.
That's true.
Yeah. Now I got my first Corban saber when I bought it from this guy.
Oh, right.
That was the Leia.
Yeah. Did you like it?
That's a beautiful piece. Wow.
Man, that's insane. That's gorgeous, man.
Yeah. That is.
I couldn't believe how nice that one is.
Is Corban really expensive?
No, I think this one cost me $250 from him, and if you looked at the cost of his regular sabers, that's roughly what they're around. But this one was out of stock. They didn't have this anymore, and so I was thinking, it's a decent price. I don't know where I'm going to get this thing from. I'm going to go get it. Right?
Yeah, the color spot on. It's
rose gold, nice rose gold and silver, or chrome.
It's actual. It's some metal material, right? I don't know what particular it's metal.
And it was dirty. It was fecal trooper dirty. It was so dirty.
Now, is it a fingerprint magnet or?
Yeah, this guy he clearly handled his sabers all the time.
A couple times a
Gotta
day.
handle those sabers.
Yeah, there was oils all over it. I had to wipe that down like with 4 or 5 times. It was bad, but I think I finally got it clean.
Dude, that's freaking weird.
Yeah,
So-
but it looks gorgeous.
I mean, this is like getting a Vader hilt, right? I mean, that's like
Right now,
All right, so here's
this is
where I
different.
get a little
This is
particular.
really different.
Yeah, so some of the pieces now I catch a lot of
Doesn't
slack
look
because
right.
I catch a lot of slack because I like some of them, not all, some of the master replica ones, because some of them are very generic and idealized, but specifically like the Return of the Jedi Vader and that one. So where those sort of Allen wrench screws go into the saber,
yeah.
the circular input is more oval versus a circle, and they nail that detail. They got it perfect. Where a lot of the customs, it's almost there but not quite. And that's the thing that kind of gets me. And then when you look at the original Obi-Wans, the weathered ones, when people put together the original, they're spending thousands of dollars to find those original parts. So I found a good way was to, go back again to the master replica where you have all those weathered, beat down parts, assembled together. But with the hilts, it's really hard because you can really go deep diving and come across a lot of stuff.
The Roman Props does a great job of either finding original parts or matching them very closely, like making his own. This one looks weird because it actually has a label on it above the trigger. He left it
on. So in the movie, it was kept on. So I think for like lineage or prop purposes, they emulated what was.
Was it kept on in the movie?
And so on screen in a few scenes, not all because they switched the saves out frequently. Some of them actually had the actual tag, whatever you want to call it, still on the saber.
Yeah.
Because these are all foamers. These are all camera flash. Lenses.
I mean, that looks really nice.
Yeah.
It does.
And the sabers.
So this is a ESB. Which one has the shorter grip?
I think the ESB.
The ESB has a shorter grip? Like the space between the grip, the space between the grip and the trigger?
I believe so. I get the ROTJ right here.
Yeah, and it's a good price, right?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, so the ROTJ has it where it's like.
Okay. So
and I have see how it's like oval around the circle. It's not like a perfect circle. Mm-hmm. And then also this part too, they got really well.
So New Hope and ESB is very different than this. That one has the New Hope and ESB don't have those Allen key screws. It doesn't have that button. I didn't realize the Return of the Jedi was so different.
Yeah, and it's even got these 2 little ball bearings there.
Doesn't have that either. Yeah.
So if you look at these ball bearings, and then it's got the black cap, and then even this is like this you see on the quarter scale hot toy, which they actually got really well.
That's the trigger.
That's the trigger, yeah.
That's cool.
And if you look at the quarter scale hot toy,
and the emitter's different too. The emitter's very different.
The emitter is different, yeah.
Huh. That's substantial. That's substantively different than the.
Oh yeah, and it's such it's one of my favorite pieces.
Now I'm gonna have to get a Return of the Jedi version.
This and the Return of the Jedi are two of my favorites.
Of every hilt.
We never get a chance to talk about that site. I love that.
I really like this one. I really like this one actually. I like that it has the label on it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. The Roman Props Obi-Wan Kenobi from A New Hope has Graflex still on the hilt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
and I think you got the 2 the buttons.
I think it's the Obi-Wan. No, I think I'm getting Luke and Obi-Wan mixed up. The Luke has Graflex on the hilt. Yeah. What were you saying?
I was gonna say for the Obi-Wan, I think you got the buttons correct too. The build it yourself one, the kit.
That's an Obi-Wan there, isn't it? The bottom left.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And that's there you go. Gorgeous. That thing is beautiful.
Oh, that Obi-Wan Kenobi saber from Roman Props is so heavy. It is so gorgeous. It is my best lightsaber. I think it's the best lightsaber I have, and I would say I would put it in one of my top 10 pieces.
Steve, is it clean or is it weathered?
It's weathered. Oh, I got it weathered. Yeah.
Oh,
Which
nice.
one are we looking at?
So you want to let's scroll back up.
I'm curious. I want to grab something. I want you to take a peek at it real quick. Steve, I'll be right back.
This is what's freaking frustrating. Flash Gun 4, Flash Gun 5.
I know, right? Click. So you clicked on products, right?
Like, what's converted in Battleworn? What does that mean?
I know.
What's converted mean?
Yeah, it has to do with the parts and like these things that they did to the parts for different films. I think it's so hard. Click on the next. Click on the next button. What's on the next page? Scroll down. Why am I not? Wait. There it is. Click on that static weathered kit. No, this doesn't look. No, the bottom. Wait, it's FX weathered. Oh God.
Look at all the crazy names.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on here.
So here's this one, Matt. So this one, I would have to say weighs. I'm not kidding. This thing's gonna be at least 4 pounds. I mean, you could probably knock somebody out with this thing. So here's the Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah.
You can see here the damage. You see up by the emitter?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing
is that MR?
This is Master Replicas, yeah, and it's even got the sync knob, and then you get all the weathering here.
That's crazy.
And then even like if you look, it's hard to see on camera, obviously, but if you look in here, it's even got particles of weathering, and the thing that I like is. Here's my favorite part about the Master Replicas, even though people, because these are 23, 24 years old. I mean, these things are going back. Oh, no, this one's about 17 years old. So if you look here, even these small screw holes and indentations, I mean, they just got so many of the elements proper,
Right. That's so cool, dude.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, the weight on this is insane.
Which one is that you had there, Jason?
This was the MR. I was showing Matt some of the detail, the indentations.
So I think we were the ones that we were just looking at, Matt.
Yeah.
So it does. This one has graphics on it too.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
This thing is a tank.
So Steve, I was just telling him, like, all jokes aside, you can literally knock somebody out with this thing. Like they're about 3 or 4 pounds, at least this one. So the Obi-Wan one seemed to be very heavy.
The Obi-Wan, yes. The Luke one, no. Matt, pull up your screen again. Bring your screen back on.
Okay.
Don't put it on me.
There we go.
Okay, so go to the second page. Okay, yes. So take a look at the static weather. Why is it so expensive? That's not normal.
It's out of stock anyway, but
okay.
What's the price on it? I can't see.
$458.
$458.
Oh no.
This wasn't how much it cost me. I wonder, maybe I did get a sale. I don't know.
Yeah, you might have been.
Maybe, yeah. You know what? He does have sales. That's right. But that is the one. With the.
That's still a good price,
dude. This saber is in my top 10 overall pieces. Period. Like out of my entire collection, this is in my top.
So
10.
in a year, it'll be sold in a year.
Well, I have had this for quite a while, but this thing is just a thing of beauty. And then I got the Luke from them as well. It's a lot lighter. The reason why they're different is this one has the grenade handle parts. Okay, this is like a grenade, or something. So it's like literally a real grenade piece. And it's super heavy.
Really?
Whereas this one
for the Luke one,
this is Luke's, and it's like a replica Graflex flash.
Is that so? Is static? Is that what you're looking for? Static? Is that supposed
for the
to be like?
Yeah. So those ones don't take the boards. They don't take the electronics, and usually the ones that have the housing for electronics, sometimes they can be a little bit more expensive, but I use it for displayability only. I'm not looking to put the NeoPixel boards or put the blades in.
I don't want that either. I want what's ever accurate. You know.
So Matt,
Accurate as possible.
what happens when you click on the FAQs on the left hand side? Because he has an amazing guide to Luke sabers. Now I guess it's not here. Somewhere on his website, he has a 30-page guide to Luke Skywalker sabers. Oh wow, that's neat. Yeah, look at that picture. I have that image printed out. It's so awesome. Click on that. It tells you where all the parts are from.
All the parts.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Is he 3D printing anything or?
I think it's all machined, right, Steve?
I don't think any of this is 3D printed. I think these are
He's actually
it's a
going
combination of
finding
found parts
these
and cast parts and machine parts.
Yeah, a lot of it's machine, Matt. You have to feel it in hand. There's nothing on there that's like resin and painted to look like metal. It's all, you know. I mean, they go all the way with these.
Yeah, see, I'd be down for something like this, especially since he has got sales every now and then. You could jump on stuff.
Matt, I'm telling you, this saber. If you got this saber, you would fall in love with it. It is It is everything a thing of beauty as a RS helmet. It really is.
Yeah, see, that's cool. I like that.
The other ones I like. I mean, I like my Luke. I like the Vaders I have. There's just something special about this Kenobi.
It's just not only that, but it's also a beautiful design in and of itself, Steve. Don't you think? It's such a unique piece. The way they got such random parts and they fit it all together so in such uniform, you know?
Yeah.
Is the steel just a different? Like what?
Dude,
what?
I don't know what the hell those things mean. I honestly don't. And that's a big problem with his website. Is I don't know what the hell the freaking things. Flash Gun 5, Flash Gun 4, Flash Gun 3.
Yeah,
let's get him on and ask him.
Right.
Yeah, we really should.
That'd be nice to pick his brain though.
It's like, what the hell? Make it easy for me somehow, please.
I know.
This one I'm looking to update with the mystery chunk. So this is the V2 Luke. But now that they discovered the mystery chunk about a month ago, I want to update that. It's this little piece here that I got to update, but even the weathering on this, it's not 100% accurate, but you know, the original one has the top of the emitter is sort of bent and wobbled, but all in all, this one is pretty good.
So that's the Return of the Jedi Luke?
Yeah, this is the Return of the Jedi version 2 Luke, instead of the clean one.
From where?
I think so they call it the version 2, hence
who do you get from?
whether to
be.
I'm sorry. This is the signature edition master replica.
Okay.
That's pretty good. What do you think about the weathering on the paint there? Every time I've seen a saber with weathered paint, it looks fake to me.
This looks like it's so unlike the other ones that I've seen, the stenciled ones like Trooper Trent, who actually does amazing work. He also does the Jedi remote piece, which is phenomenal. This the reason why I like this, so in pictures, it tricks the eye, Steve. It almost looks like you're looking at like a Black Series version of a Luke saber, but in hand, it's kind of like that RS where the paint is like chipped off, so it looks like it was applied and then chipped, and then even here, like the oil stains, it's like slathered on, so it looks like just years of being in muck. And so I was saying to Matt with the Obi-Wan, where did I just put it? The Master Replica's Obi-Wan, the weathering on this, there's actually small little elements of just dirt and filament and what probably came off from like machining it.
Came from MR like that, huh?
Yep, this is how it looks from MR. So you can see like even whereas like here's like this piece, you see all the then even up by the emitter, you see like the damage, which is just fantastic piece.
I think those are pretty decent. What's the people's gripe with them?
I mean, these were made, I was telling Matt, so, 2003, 2000, I mean, these are, got 16, 17 years on them. Okay. So, in that 15-year time frame, they started to discover more and more of what they were built out of and the accuracy and things like that. So, the only thing I think, that's why I only collect select ones. One, I do like the signature editions. That's one thing you guys know me personally that gets me. But the Vader, that's why this is one of my favorites because I've never seen a single customizer. I've never seen anybody reach this level of detail on the Return of the Jedi Vader. It's just phenomenal.
Mhm.
I mean, everything about it is just so spot on, even to this like little indentation here, the little what's it called? The threading inside here, which is kind of hard to capture. And then
Yeah.
even on the emitter, you'll notice that like it's not smooth. So here's like you can see it kind of
Yeah.
goes down there. Like they just nailed every last bit of it.
Uh-huh.
And I
You
just
know,
I
I was wondering. I had seen some pictures of people's version of this, and I was wondering which one it was. But that's cool. Now I know what that is. Okay, that's cool.
But I do mix them in with some of the customs. I have some of the custom hilts. I'm big on the hilts. I like them. At least for the main characters, I do like the hilts.
Yeah, I'd like to get some. I want to get the right ones personally. You know.
Yeah, Matt, I hear you. It's not easy.
It's not, especially with the licensing, like you said, the names and trying to figure out, and it's hard. And then you're looking at, okay, well, this person A makes it, person B makes it, then you can compare and contrasting those two, and it's a lot of deep diving. It's a lot of research.
Matt, go back to the place where we saw the photo of the yeah. He said the what's his name is Darth is saying that the manual is here. The booklet that I was talking about. I don't think so.
I mean, unless he thought that this is what it was, right?
Well, it's not just the one page; it's a whole booklet. It's like It's I don't remember how many pages it is, but it was like so much I couldn't believe. It's far more than this, and it's about Luke's saber anyway. It's not about Obi-Wan's. Maybe it's on Luke's saber. We go to one of Luke's sabers and let's.
Yeah, that would make sense. Maybe it's on that page.
Yeah, go to product. Go to Hiltz. Yep. And let's pick Luke's Graflex. So yeah, the one in the middle there, Flash Gun Battle 4.
No, Steve, you get the leather detonator, right?
Go that one. Yeah,
Steve, you have the detonator.
I do. I do.
Okay.
Let's see.
How do you like that one?
Give me 1 second and I'll tell you what I think. What's on additional info? Darn it. What the hell is that thing? I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it is.
But what does pro mean? What the hell does pro mean?
No idea. No idea.
That's what I don't. That's what I don't understand. Him like it's like,
Yes, it makes it very hard, Matt. You're right.
It really does, and like just put one that says best for display purposes, right? Like most accurate for display.
Accurate or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on the Wanawanga. It's on the Wanawanga.
That's what I was gonna say, Steve. It's the Wanawanga PDF, and it's all.
No, nope. No, the one that you sent me.
Oh, the one I sent you was Wanawanga.
It's different. It's entirely different.
It's different. Okay, so this one's just strictly Luke.
Yep.
See, yeah. I just wish they had. I wish they were like, hey, this rhymes with Gator.
Yeah,
this hilt rhymes with Gator.
It's the Var. It's the Varth Dater.
The Varth Dater.
It's like that Holy Cologne. If you like Tommy, you'll love Johnny.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to Roman props now. See if I can find that damn thing.
I know. I'm looking at it too. We're all history. What about on the history? Is it on there, man?
Skywalker. What's that?
It wasn't on the history, right? Oh, there Obi-Wan looks good. Get that nice shiny sync knob. Well, it's not the Obi-Wan, it's the Wan Kenobi. Don Juan Kenobi.
Yeah, Obi-Con Wanobi.
Man, the way they duck and dive these licenses, huh? I love it.
It's so ridiculous.
It really is. It's great. It's great.
This is really frustrating. This to me is like version we made. This is V4 of this hilt. Like we made this.
Oh, your favorite thing, fifth version.
50 version. We're making it better every day, and it's like F you guys. Like just
the bane of your existence.
Make it right. the first time.
For people who do that, I started thinking more about that when you said that, and something like this, like Hilts, they should have a trade-in program where for like like leasing a car. You get a better car every 2 years. You get to turn the car in and get a better car. They should be able to do that with collectibles. You're gonna make a better version? Let me trade in my old one. Let me lease it for 2 years until you make the version 2.
Converted mean? What the hell does converted mean?
So converted, I think, has to do with the electronics. I could be wrong though, but I think that's the conversion because then the boards. It's kind of like the Android phones, how they have like ice cream and popsicle, for the operating systems.
Yeah.
They do the same thing with these electronic boards. They call them like the Pixel or the Fairy or all these crazy names.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I don't know.
No, who's good to watch for that? There's a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Young guy by the name Sir James. He does a lot of these custom saber things.
So let me correct myself here. All right. So I did find the Luke guide on Wanawanga. I don't think this is what you sent me.
I sent you the 78-page one.
78 page? Well, this one's pretty big. It might be 78 pages. Maybe you did send it to me. This one's 77 pages, so this must be the one you sent me. So
that's the most recent.
I found this like when I was researching the sabers myself. I came across this same guide.
It's an amazing guide.
It's insane.
It's amazing.
And the thing about it, Matt, is it's a good place to start because you can start looking. You can have a picture of the saber in excruciating detail and hold it up next to the thing that you're considering buying, and it'll help you tell.
Does it have does it have the name Flash Gun 4 Battle Worn Pro on it,
No.
or is it? Or do I have to just guess?
You know what the great thing about it, Matt, is? This is literally the equivalent to what the Star Wars costumes book is for costumes.
Yeah, sure.
Only to hilts and sabers. Like, it's that detailed with pictures and info, and it breaks down everything.
Okay, that makes sense.
And this is how I found out that the Ray saber that they sell at Disney is a couple of details different than Luke's actual saber. The one that he supposedly lost, right? Yeah. There are a couple of the buttons are slightly different. And so I was originally going to get rid of my Ray saber. But when I realized that it was slightly different than Luke's, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm keeping Ray saber now.
Yeah. That's good.
And so I have Ray saber next to Ray and Luke's next to Luke. So I don't think I'll get any better than this Roman props for Luke. And the Ray is by Disney is pretty good.
Yeah. I want to start looking into it. Because with these prices, it's not bad, and especially if they have sales, and you can hit a sale, that's not bad.
Man, it looks so great putting a saber next to a character or next to.
It does. Oh wow, it makes such a difference.
It rounds it out.
Did you get one of these detonators, Steve?
That's what I was going to talk about. I don't like the paint job or the button on the thermal detonator.
Okay.
To me, the paint job. There's something about that paint job I don't really care for. It doesn't look like it's real weathering. It looks like painted on weathering to me. And then the button, I was really concerned about it when I ordered it. The button, but I haven't. Let me put it this way, though. I have not seen anybody who sells a thermal detonator have a button that doesn't look like it's plastic.
That's true. Even the MR one has that plastic look.
They all have a plastic-looking button, a sliding button, right? Even so, I think that the Roman props sliding button is better than the MR, but it's still obviously plastic when you look at it.
And there's the KR Sabers version, which is a clean one, non-weathered. That one looks phenomenal.
What about the button on it? How's the button?
But again, the button, I think, defaults to that plastic look.
I don't know what they made. I don't know what it made. I guess I haven't really looked at reference material to see what they made out of the movie one, but I somewhat doubt that the movie one was made out of plastic. Maybe it was.
Matt, when you go through this PDF, one thing you'll see is how banged up and weathered these screen use sabers actually were.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Like all of them, even though we always seen Luke or Vader's is very clean, they were just such a mess.
See, they don't even have anything available.
That's another frustrating thing. It's the same thing at Roman props too. So much of this stuff is sold out.
Yeah.
That's why I jumped all over that layer saber, the Corbath.
Oh yeah. No.
I jumped all over it.
Of course,
You know?
of course.
It's like,
Yeah, that was a great pickup, Steve. That was. When you said you grabbed it, I was like, that's fantastic.
I'm gonna go grab that.
That was such a nice haul all around. Now that's the Ray Sith saber, right?
I don't know. Is it?
What's it called? What's the crazy name on it?
It's called the Rogue Master.
Look at the Revan one. What do they call the Revan one? Right there, yeah. Right where your cursor is. Yeah, that's Revan saber. What's the name of it on the site?
Ancient Rev Light.
I love it, man.
Light side.
I feel like I'm at the doll store.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I don't mind. I get it. I get they're trying to get around things. I understand that. I just it would be nice if there was a little bit more of a
some guidance,
something to help you out a little bit more, because it's just annoying as hell. Like,
the best thing to do, Matt, especially if you're looking for like a Luke or anything like that, is to just put in Graflex Fulmer 3-cell, which is the actual camera, and you can actually get the saber hilt right from the camera for like $300-400.
Yeah.
And that's the real McCoy. That's legit. You don't get any more lineage than that. I was telling Steve that. I said, if you don't go studio scale, I said one direction that might be fun to go in is the found parts.
Right.
Yeah, that's a sexy saber. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah. The two-tone is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's like rose gold.
And I even love the way where your hand would rest to hold the hilt.
Yeah.
I like how it goes, up, but they go like, so see how I'm trying to explain. So like, see how it goes upward like a slant.
It flares out. Yeah.
Yeah. So they flare, but they flare kind of like opposites. Like every other one flares right the opposite end.
Well, yeah, everyone does. Where the ones in the middle are just completely flat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see in between, like, oh, shut up, Siri. Well, this right here, let's see. This one right here is completely flat.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fingerprint magnet. I can see why it came in.
That's why I don't even want to touch it.
But wow, it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It really is pretty.
It really is a beautiful design. It looks like it's super uncomfortable.
What's interesting is it fits when you think about layer. It fits,
Yeah, exactly. And the button's not accurate though. That's the one problem, is the button's not accurate.
So that's made so if you want to put a blade in and the electronics, you can just snap it on. Okay.
Exactly. But it was like, okay, I can get close. Yeah, and if I ever find something that's better, then
you can definitely push that.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Let's end the stream, because no one gives a shit anymore. So let's end the stream, and then we can talk a little after. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, guys, if you're still hanging around, check us out tomorrow. We're talking group therapy, so we'll go through a bunch of the stuff that came out, and then keep an eye out for the stuff we do with what's it called, the creator spotlight stuff we're doing with Rob.
Yeah, get two big creator spotlights coming up. Rob, and then that Michael. He's a
statue person.
Custom statue guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
That'll be cool. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Give us a like if you want to, or it doesn't really matter. But just make sure you check us out tomorrow night. We'll be around tomorrow night. So
like and subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Yeah,
smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button. For the YouTube app or for the YouTube algorithm.
We absolutely don't care if you do or don't. So all right, thanks guys. Peace out.